When LittleBigPlanet debuted on the PlayStation 3, it completely changed the way players interacted with video games. Now it wasn't just simply about playing levels made by the developers, but players could now use the same tools the developers used to make their own, share them, and have other players play them. There were now 3 ways to play on top of paid DLC levels and many outfits. Something like this on a console couldn't be done before, but LittleBigPlanet was the launch for user-generated content across a number of other franchises, from PlayStation's own Mod Nation Racers to Nintendo's Super Mario Maker. And with this success came its iconic and memorable star, Sackboy. Now PlayStation has reinvented its franchise with Sackboy: A Big Adventure. It takes elements of LittleBigPlanet and turns the newest entry into a 3D 4-player co-op adventure brimming with challenges, costumes, and plenty of surprises. If you are awaiting a 4th LittleBigPlanet game, you'll be disappointed this isn't it. There's a reason why A Big Adventure isn't labeled with the LittleBigPlanet title, and that's because it isn't one. So no, there isn't the ability to create and publish levels or to use any of the hundreds of outfits in previous LittleBigPlanet games, because again, it isn't a LittleBigPlanet game, and that's not a bad thing. It's great to see the IP reinvented rather than discarded. Honestly, you could say it's the 2018 God of War equivalent for the franchise. So much of LittleBigPlanet, from its hub worlds to the varied boss fights and collectibles, have been translated into Sackboy: Big Adventure. This is a game that successfully honors what came before, while also reimagining the series for a familiar and new audience. Sackboy has been on so many adventures, and once again he finds himself up against a new threat in Craft World, Vex, who is probably one of the best villains the series has ever had. But Sackboy isn't alone in the fight. A new character named Scarlet is the last of the Knitted Knights who previously fought Vex and encourages Sackboy to live up to his full potential as a Knitted Knight, defeat Vex, and save his fellow Sack friends. Like any LittleBigPlanet title, Sackboy must travel and explore various worlds, each having a different theme, with guidance from characters who are completely bursting with personality. The voice acting for each character is really top-notch, with Vex's voice actor really making the character memorable. There's a craft-like feel to each world and level, as there should be for any Sackboy game, and it's truly the details that make the game what it is. The textures of every object built in the world look so realistic. From glitter to fabric materials, every level is a handcrafted diorama, and it just adds to the huge amount of variety present in the game. Gameplay never grows stale, and the game likes to change things up for each level. Never once did the game have a copy and paste feel other platformers can have. From the weapons you use to the types of enemies you fight, each world presents a new set of challenges to overcome, and the game loves to throw in surprises. This is where the game will probably give you the biggest smile, besides everything looking so cute. I'm talking about musical theme levels. Now, I won't spoil any of the songs the game has because I want you to be surprised, but you will most likely know these popular songs from past and present. These levels will have the enemies, platforms, hazards, and so much more synced to the song playing, and it's such an exciting rush to play through that I found myself playing those levels over and over again after my initial playthrough. This is what I want in a game. I want to be surprised. I want to be shocked because I was caught so off guard from what is usually shown or what I know on how games and their stories usually work, and somehow Sackboy: A Big Adventure successfully captures this and does it in such a polished way that most won't see it because they may overlook this game. If the main story path isn't enough, A Big Adventure also includes side challenges and multiplayer-only challenges where players will have to work together to complete. Additional challenges in the form of Knitted Knight trials will truly test your reflexes with various obstacles, platforms, and hazards to overcome for the best score within the smallest amount of time. And all versions of the game have 5 additional Knitted Knight trials that were used for a year-long tournament in 2021 on the PlayStation 5. You may not be able to win the exclusive outfits from that tournament, but it is nice to see those trials available for everyone to play. Just like LittleBigPlanet, this game has plenty of difficulty increasing challenges. So if you're a completionist, it won't be an entirely easy task, but it will be worth your time and patience. Now, if the musical levels surprised me, Sackboy having an actual voice was what shocked me. He doesn't have a true speaking voice, he's still a sack of nonverbal communication, but the childlike grunts he has from actions he performs first came across as awkward, but the longer I played, the more it grew on me. I'm maybe not 100% positive on this new addition, but it also isn't the worst thing to be added. The only thing I wish the developers added was an option to change Sackboy's vocal pitch. If I can customize his outfit and design to my liking, I should also be able to alter his voice to match. And speaking of customization, just like LittleBigPlanet, players are able to customize Sackboy to their liking. Various outfits are unlocked and earned by playing challenges, collecting prize bubbles, or visiting Zoom Zoom shop throughout the levels. Players can wear the complete outfit or mix and match pieces, alter their color, and change Sackboy's texture, pattern, and facial features to make Sackboy one of a kind. And if the in-game outfits aren't enough, there has been plenty of free DLC outfits and corresponding emotes to add to the game. LittleBigPlanet loved to feature various appearances from video game characters, and A Big Adventure continues this tradition with characters like Kratos, Aloy, and Nathan Drake, but also with holiday and special events like Halloween and Christmas. As we all know, Sackboy is an expressive character, and now he can perform various emotes, and these come in handy when playing with others. Plus, a number of emotes are exclusive to playing co-op, otherwise Sackboy is just left hanging. Though if you're a launch player like me, you'll know that it took the developers a long while to finally add in a steady stream of DLC, which Sumo Digital have been doing for a number of years since launch. Sadly, there hasn't been any story or challenge DLC outside the additional tournament challenges, and it would have been so cool to see story levels based on holidays or recreate levels from PlayStation games to match with the free DLC outfits. The outfits and emotes are always amusing. Seeing characters I love from other games sacrificed is always a special treat. So, console players, let's talk if Sackboy: A Big Adventure is worth playing on the PlayStation 4, or if you should just skip to the PlayStation 5 version. Of course, the PS5 will be the best version out there. The only real difference are slightly crisper visuals and the fine details that truly make the PS5 as special as it is, but this doesn't mean the PS4 is a downgrade. While it may lack in these minor details, the game still looks pretty stunning for what it is. And I have to say, some outfits actually do look better on the PS4 than they do on the PS5, and that's really saying something. So if your option is only for the PlayStation 4, know that it's still a solid choice, and should you upgrade to a PlayStation 5 console, all you need to do is transfer your save to the PS5 version, and all that joy you've worked on is right there to pick back up. Plus, the PS4 disc includes a free PS5 upgrade, so you don't need to buy a new copy. But now the game is also out for the PC, and even more players can enjoy Sackboy's big 3D platforming adventure. Despite A Big Adventure not amassing a huge player base on Steam, this version has some exclusive features. The PC version supports widescreen displays, plays in 4K, and has variable refresh rate support, along with compatibility with the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller, other various gamepads, and the standard keyboard and mouse. And if you link your Steam account to your PlayStation Network account, you'll gain an exclusive PC outfit and emote that can't be found on PlayStation. Majority of previous DLC outfits released prior to the PC's launch is within the game itself, with further DLC outfits free to download. Even the 5 additional tournament challenges are here. Also, there is no crossplay with PlayStation players, at least at the moment, so if your friends are on opposite platforms, for some reason it's not a feature. Even if you aren't familiar with the LittleBigPlanet series, A Big Adventure is a great entry point for anyone since you don't need any prior knowledge. Of course, if you are familiar with LittleBigPlanet, you will see so much familiarity and nods to the original games, especially one near the end that is so heartfelt, warm, and welcoming. You will just have to play the game to find out. Sackboy: A Big Adventure acknowledges and honors its LittleBigPlanet past while also carving out a possible, exciting new future for the franchise. Sackboy may not have the star power he once had, but regardless, it's a great game to play for players of all ages by bringing friends and family together that's easy to play without dumbing yourself down, but challenging to truly complete. The free DLC outfits and emotes are a great way to celebrate, but may not be enough to bring in players who complete the game, along with the lack of any further story or challenge DLC. Despite these few flaws, it's a great single-player game, it's a great co-op game. Whether you're on the couch or online, the amount of creativity, love, and attention Sumo Digital has given Sackboy: Big Adventure makes it a must-play on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or PC. So let me know in the comments below, have you played Sackboy: Big Adventure? Do you enjoy it, or would you rather see LittleBigPlanet 4? Be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.